Yo, what's going on, Kicks Army? Now, I know I said yesterday that I didn't want to do a sketchbook tour because I felt like it was going to be a cop-out from doing a traditional sneaker drawing video. And what do you know, the very next day, I'm doing a sketchbook tour. Now, I actually have a really good reason for this, so let me explain. Originally, I was going to do a sneaker drawing video. A lot of you had requested the Tokyo NMDs, so I'll make sure to get to those tomorrow. But my schedule today was extremely packed with both school stuff and work stuff. And particularly on the school side, there is something big that I'm kind of working on, and it's going to be kind of tough to explain, so let me break it down to you. There is this kind of art competition called the ADDY'S, and essentially what that is, it is the equivalent to like the Emmys, the Grammys, the Oscars, the ESPYs, all that, but it's for art, right? And what it is there's different levels to it. So there is the school level, there's the local level, there's the regional level, and then there's the national level. Now they do this every year and it's set up in categories. So if you wanted to submit something in packaging, you could do that. If you wanted to submit something in a particular sector of photography, you can do that. And I'll say there's about 30 or so different categories that you could enter something in. This is a way for artists to put out their work and to get judged on a professional level to see how their work is ranking on that specific category. And if it goes well, then it goes up to the next level. So now let me break down that part for you. So we have all these different categories, and because we're doing a lot of projects in school that apply to some of these categories, it makes sense for us to try to apply, especially if we have a piece that we did that is really good. The way it worked is that all the students that wanted to participate submitted their stuff into the school level. And that was basically a day where 3 different judges came from around the country, around the world or whatever. They went to where all the submissions were held, which was in the art gallery in my school. Like, nobody could even enter the gallery. It was just them going, critiquing everything, writing notes and stuff, giving them grades. And the way it works is anybody who got an 85 to 89 got a silver. And anybody who got a 90 to 100 got a gold. Now, you don't actually receive medals or anything. I did get 2 certificates, but I'll explain that later. And basically the way it works is if you got a gold in a category, the school was willing to pay for you to submit that into the local levels. That's because if you're actually trying to submit something to the ADDY'S on the local level, you have to pay a fee. This makes it so that way no Joe Schmo off the street that, says they have a drawing or whatever can submit something and then get high acclaim for it. As well as this is a organization, this is a business, they have to get funding somehow, so it all kind of makes sense. So it's nice knowing that I don't have to pay for the submissions that I submitted, which were 2 of them, because they both got golds. Now, that's not to say that somebody else who submitted something in the same category as me couldn't get a gold. But if I were to be the only one who submitted something in a category and my project or my thing wasn't that good, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm a shoo-in to get gold. It's all graded depending on how good your piece was. So I did 2 pieces, which I'm going to show at the end of this video, and they both got gold. So that means the school is paying for these to go to the local level. The local level is basically Tampa/St. Pete area, so all the creatives from that area would be submitting to that. Afterward, the golds that win from that creative area go on to the regionals, which is kind of, I guess, like part of Florida and then some of the Pacific Islands and stuff like that. And then afterward, there's the national level. Now, the main thing that I'm really looking for is if I can get a silver or a gold on the local level, that looks really good in my portfolio, because the employers that would eventually be hiring me probably live around the Tampa/St. Pete area. So if I'm able to get a gold or a silver on that level, that shows that even as a student, there's a lot of potential and that I'm able to do good work. On the school level, if I get a gold, it doesn't really matter too much. And the reason why it doesn't really matter too much is because unfortunately not a lot of the students actually submitted stuff for the ADDY'S. So, and it's kind of upsetting too, because it's like, dude, why do you come here if you're not willing to, submit something that could potentially do you good? I don't know. I could vent about this for an hour, I'm telling you. Now, back to explaining why I uploaded this video as opposed to a regular sneaker drawing video. So the way it works is I have to stop by my school tomorrow morning to drop off the submissions, so that way it can be entered later on that day, only because I'm not going to have time to stop by Tampa later on in the day. So I have to wake up like at 5:30 in the morning, go over to my school, drop it off, then drive back in town to go to work at 7:45 in the morning. And I still have to not only submit my 2 pieces online, but I have to get the appropriate documentation to go with them, because there's certain documentation pieces that you have to include with it, so that way they know exactly what they're getting from who. And on top of that, I still have to cut out the actual physical display for one of my pieces, and you're going to see them. One of them is a piece that I made. It's called Cookie Comets. and it's basically a package design for a cereal that I made. Now I have two of the layouts, and I actually did make this box before, but unfortunately there was a few mistakes that I had on the box. So if I'm going to submit a actual physical piece, it has to be correct. Like the few mistakes that I made on the box that I'm going to show later on have a few grammatical errors, and with the judges, spelling is a big deal. Like, don't misspell words. There's really no excuse for that. There's so many things you could do to make sure that your spelling's on point. So I'm going to have to recreate the box. I'm going to have to get the documentation, and at this point I'm recording this at 10:36 p.m. So not only do I want to make sure I get this video done and out, I also have to get that stuff done, and hopefully it won't take too long, but in the event that it does, I will have this video done. Whereas if I'm doing a regular sneaker drawing video, that could have taken a lot more time, and that would have made it so that way I would have had no sleep tonight, which is not good because I still have an 8-hour shift tomorrow at work. Real quick before I forget, so if you notice, most of these drawings in the video were not exactly part of a sketchbook, and most of them were drawings that I have done in previous videos. So if there's any shoe that you saw in this video that was interesting to you, that you want to see a drawing video of, go check out my channel. I have videos from most of the sneakers that you've seen on here. And I will absolutely be keeping you guys updated with my submissions when I hear more about them. They should be evaluating them towards the end of next week. So when I find out stuff about that, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Also, comment down below, let me know what you think about either the Bucks helmet, which is like an indoor poster illustration piece, or the cookie comets, which would fall underneath the packaging category. Alright guys, thank you so much again for watching. If you are new to the channel, I would love it if you subscribed. If any of these drawings interested you, I probably have a video on it, so be sure to check out my channel. As always, comment down below, let me know what sneaker you'd like to see me draw for tomorrow's video, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.